The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is a situational tool. Its design targets the specific friction of a mobile workspace rather than standard hardware increments. That focus starts with the physical footprint. The device features a massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, a high-resolution screen technology that uses organic LEDs for high contrast and color accuracy, all protected by Gorilla Armor 2. To manage a screen of this scale, Samsung moved away from the industry-standard titanium frame in favor of refined aluminum. This shift back to aluminum reduces the weight by 4 grams, bringing the phone down to 214 grams, making the 6.9-inch screen ergonomically viable for one-handed use during a commute. Choosing aluminum over titanium signals a pivot toward functional ergonomics, prioritizing how the device feels in the hand over luxury marketing points. That functional approach extends from the metal frame to the internal processing architecture. The phone runs on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor, which features a 39% faster neural processing unit, or NPU. An NPU is a specialized processor designed specifically to handle the complex mathematical patterns required for artificial intelligence tasks. This processing power enables Agentic AI. This is a framework where the phone performs autonomous actions based on your local data, instead of waiting for a manual prompt. This system powers Now Nudge, which offers contextual app suggestions, and Now Brief, which generates AI-curated morning summaries of your schedule and communications. Samsung has created a device that anticipates user needs, but they have coupled that intelligence with a privacy feature that changes the performance of their signature display. The most polarizing element of the S26 Ultra is the hardware-level Privacy Display toggle. This feature is built for executives and frequent travelers who need to review sensitive data on public transit or flights. This diagram shows the physical mechanic. When active, the display blocks light from escaping at peripheral angles, making it unreadable from the side. However, from a direct head-on angle, the screen dulls slightly. Color saturation drops 20% as the privacy layer filters the light. This desaturation makes the phone difficult to use for tasks requiring high color accuracy, such as photo editing or color grading video. The display is technically capable of 2600 nits of peak brightness, but you lose that vividness whenever the privacy mode is running. The privacy display forces a binary choice. You must prioritize either situational security or visual fidelity. The trade-offs continue when we look at how the device manages its internal energy demands. Running Agentic AI features locally on the device requires heavy, continuous processing to keep your data private and off the cloud. This constant background activity places a high demand on the 5,000 mAh battery. This chart shows the relationship between that drain and Samsung's solution: upgraded 60-watt wired charging. The charging speed allows the battery to reach 75% capacity in exactly 30 minutes. The S26 Ultra does not offer extreme battery longevity. Instead, it uses high-speed charging to sustain its always-on intelligence. In contrast to the display compromises, the camera array is built for raw performance. The 200-megapixel main sensor uses a wide f1.4 aperture. This lens configuration captures 47% more light than the previous S25 model. The wider aperture creates a shallower depth of field, which makes manual focus more challenging for professional photographers. The secondary lenses include a 50-megapixel 5x periscope and a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto for high-resolution zoom. For video, the phone records in 8K at 30 frames per second using Super Steady V3.0, which uses a horizon lock to keep the footage level during movement. This is top-tier hardware for content creators, but it sits in direct opposition to the commuter-focused dulling of the privacy screen. The S26 Ultra serves two distinct user profiles with conflicting requirements. This chart maps the feature set based on your environment, splitting the user base between the public corporate path and the studio creator path. For the corporate commuter, the S26 Ultra is a specialized workstation. The combination of local AI briefings and a secure privacy screen makes it an effective tool for an executive who needs to work in public. However, users on the creator side of the chart must use caution. If you are a visual purist, you will face the daily friction of constantly toggling the privacy mode off to see the true color and light of your f1.4 photos. Both groups benefit from the move back to aluminum, which makes the massive 6.9-inch screen significantly easier to handle. The S26 Ultra is not a universal powerhouse. It is a specialized tool whose value